Hey Nakama, and welcome back to Romance Dawn. Today we're sharpening our blades and diving deep into the warlord who needs no crew, the man with the world's sharpest eyes and sword, Dracule Mihawk. He's a mystery, a pirate who hunts marines, chills on a floating coffin, and holds the title of the world's greatest swordsman. But what if that title wasn't earned through traditional battles? What if there's a darker story, a devil pact, made with the shadows of the world, with Emu themselves? We're breaking down a theory that connects Mihawk's past, his strange actions, and the very structure of the world government. Let's start with the basics. Mihawk is introduced as the Marine Hunter. Why does he hunt Marines? This is the first strange detail for a pirate, even a warlord. What if Mihawk didn't hunt Marines out of simple boredom or malice? What if he hunted them to get the attention of the ultimate power, Emu? Our theory suggests this was the first step in a deal. By eliminating disruptive or disobedient Marine officers, those who threaten the absolute order of command and blind obedience the world government demands, Mihawk was clearing obstacles for Emu. He was showing he was a useful weapon for maintaining the world's balance of power. The contract and celestial lineage. Mihawk's aggressive marine hunting eventually brings him face to face with the Gorosei and possibly Emu themselves. He makes a deal. Ultimate power and the title of the world's greatest swordsman in exchange for service. Evidence, speculation. God Knight and Celestial Dragon lineage. What if Mihawk's origin isn't that of a typical pirate, but rather he has ties to the Celestial Dragons, or was even trained by the God Knights themselves? This could explain his unparalleled swordsmanship from a young age, if he had access to the secret techniques and training of the world government's ultimate enforcers. His status as a warlord, tolerated despite his immense power and independence, could be a result of his lineage or past service to the Celestial Dragon's Emu. He already was part of their hidden hierarchy, making him a perfect candidate for a pact that formalizes his role while maintaining his rogue appearance. Instead of a simple deal, it could be a reaffirmation of his loyalty or a new mission given his previous ties, allowing him to achieve his goal of ultimate swordsmanship under Emu's silent command. His title of Marine Hunter might even have been a pre-existing function from his time with the God Knights, taking out any threats to the world government's unseen rule. Now we turn to Mihawk's motivation. Why would a man sacrifice his freedom and potentially his soul for a title? We think the answer lies in a devastating loss. Mihawk is a pirate, and pirates have crews. What if, early in his career, he led a crew, the Swordsman Pirates? Their shared dream, for Mihawk to become the world's greatest swordsman. They traveled the Grand Line, challenging and defeating every powerful swordsman they met. This quest led them to a quiet island, specifically Shimotsuki Village. Here, Mihawk met his match. He faced Roronoa Arashi, Zoro's father. The name Arashi literally translates from Japanese as storm, giving this duel an epic, fateful significance. In a brutal battle, Mihawk was defeated by Arashi and his entire crew was killed. This explains why Mihawk is a solitary pirate. His unique ship, a literal coffin with a cross sail, isn't just a quirky design, it's a tribute to the crew he lost. He doesn't take on new crewmates because he can't bear to lose anyone else. The title of world's greatest swordsman became an obsession, a need to avenge his crew and erase the pain of that defeat. Having made the pact with Emu and potentially leveraging his hidden Celestial Dragon God Knight connections, Mihawk gained the power he needed. He immediately returned to Shimotsuki Village, sought out Roronoa Arashi, and defeated him, completing his vengeance and sealing his claim as the world's greatest swordsman. This dark, vengeful act could even be the backstory to Mihawk's famous debut in the Barady arc. This theory also sheds light on Mihawk's emotional state, especially during his first fight with Zoro in the Barady arc. Manga, Barady arc, the chapter where Mihawk is introduced and fights Zoro, is titled Storm. The theory suggests this is no coincidence, but a thematic echo of the man Mihawk defeated and killed, Roronoa Arashi, Ash Storm. The chapter title itself is a powerful canonical link to the idea of the devastating storm that Mihawk has faced or created. The moment of hesitation. When Zoro uses his three-sword style technique, Mihawk appears to look slightly nervous or momentarily serious before dismissing him with the small knife. Why? because the theory suggests that the three-sword style was the exact technique used by Zoro's father, Arashi, that handed Mihawk his initial, life-changing defeat. Seeing it again, used by the son of the man he defeated and killed, gives him pause. It's a reminder of the price he paid. Boredom and the search for defeat. Mihawk now holds the title, but it's a hollow victory. He's so overwhelmingly powerful that he is bored. Mihawk frequently expresses a desire for a challenge. He only ever truly enjoyed fighting Shanks, but Shanks lost an arm. Mihawk is searching for someone to defeat him, to take the burden of the title away, and finally end the cycle of violence and vengeance. This explains his willingness to train Zoro. He sees a potential future rival who could eventually provide the death or defeat he craves. The big unanswered question, what did Imu get out of the contract? A silent protector. Imu is all about maintaining the established world order and absolute secrecy. By elevating Mihawk, they gain a powerful enforcer, a loyal, via contract or pre-existing ties, unmatched swordsman operating outside the Marines' chain of command, but still beholden to the world government's ultimate power structure. Order maintenance, a tool to eliminate threats, like the troublesome Marines he hunted, and enforce the ultimate will of the Gorosei Imu without exposing the true extent of Imu's influence. Control of the balance. By making a pirate the undisputed greatest, it ensures the Marines remain subservient, knowing the true balance of power is held by a force beyond their control, a force only Imu can wield. So, what do you think? Did Dracule Mihawk, perhaps a descendant of celestial dragons, or a former god knight in training, make a deal with the literal devil of the One Piece world? Was the cost his crew, his freedom, and his soul, leaving him trapped as the world's greatest swordsman, haunted by the Arashi storm of his past from Shimotsuki Village? Let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more deep dives into the Romance Dawn.